Hello mga Ka-MathWiz! Welcome to MathWiz TV, our math tutorial made easy. For our next video, what we will do is to simplify the difference quotient. But before that, let us try to recall the evaluating of function. The function f of x is defined as f of x is equal to x. Find the value of f of x plus h. Okay, so in here, what we will do is to substitute the value of x to x plus h. Okay, so let us try to substitute. So substitute the value of x, it becomes f of x plus h is equals. So as we can see, the right hand side is x. Therefore, what we will do is to change or to substitute the value to x plus h. Now, since substitution is done, what we will do is to combine like terms. But in this case, since there is no like terms, the answer is equals to h plus x. Now let us proceed with our second example. The function f of x is defined as f of x is equals to x plus 2. Find the value of f of x plus h. So in here, what we will do is to substitute the value x to x plus h. From f of x, it becomes f of x plus h is equals, since this is x, we substitute the value, it becomes x plus h, and then plus 2, since it is constant. And then after you substitute, what we will do is to combine like terms. But in this case, it is already simplified because there is no like terms. Therefore, the answer is f of x plus h is equals to x plus h plus 2. Let us now proceed with our next example. The function f of x is defined as f of x is equals to x to the second power. Find the value of f of x plus h. Again, the first step is to substitute the value of x into x plus h. That's why from f of x, it becomes f of x plus h is equals to x squared. So since there is an x, we substitute the value. That's why it is the square of the quantity x plus h. And then simplify by solving the equation. Use FOIL method in solving x plus h times x plus h. So we can see x times x is equals to x squared. X times h is equals to hx. H times x is equals to hx. And then h times h is equals to h to the second power. And then we need to combine like terms. So these are the like terms, hx and hx. Therefore, the answer is x squared plus 2hx plus h to the second power. Let us now proceed with our main topic, which is the difference quotient, with the formula f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. Let's try number 1. The function f of x is defined as f of x is equals to x plus 2. Before we find the difference quotient, first of all, we find the value of f of x plus h. So first thing to do is again to substitute the value of x to x plus h. That's why it becomes x plus h plus 2. And then afterwards, what you will do is to proceed with the formula. First of all, substitute the value f of x plus h is equals to x plus h plus 2. And then minus f of x is equals to x plus 2 all over h. Let us proceed with the computation. F of x plus h is equals to x plus h plus 2 minus f of x, which is equals to x plus 2. Make sure you put a parenthesis on f of x so that you will distribute the signs, okay, all over h. And then now try to simplify x plus h. So the answer is x plus h plus 2. Then distribute the sign, negative x. This becomes negative 2. And then combine like terms. So as we can see, x minus x is cancelled out, or 0. Then 2 minus 2 is cancelled out. Therefore, the answer is h over h, which is equals to 1. Let's proceed with our second example. The given example is f of x is equals to 3 of x minus 3. First thing that we need to do is to find the value of f of x plus h. So what we will do is just to substitute the value of x to x plus h. That's why we have 3 times the quantity of x plus h and minus 3. Now, we follow the next procedure, which is this formula. What we will do is to substitute the value of f of x plus h into 3x plus h minus 3, and then minus f of x. So again, don't forget to put an open and close parenthesis, 3x minus 3, and then all over our h. Now, since we are done with that, what we will do is to solve the equation. Okay, the first thing is to distribute 3 to x and to our h. So 3 times x is equals to 3x plus 3 times h is equals to 3h minus 3. And then distribute the sign. This will become negative and this will become positive. So therefore, this becomes minus 3x plus 3. And then all over h. Again, find the like terms. So as we can see, we have same terms, 3x with different signs. So therefore, we cancel that out. 3h, there's no common sign, common term. And then negative 3 and positive 3, we cancel that out. Therefore, the answer is 3h all over h. Now, is that simplified? Not yet, because we can cancel out h and h. Therefore, the answer is equals to 3. That's the final answer. Now, let us proceed with our next example. The given function is fx is equals to x squared minus 3. So what we will do is again to find the value of f of x plus h, wherein what we will do is to change or to substitute the value of x into x plus h. That's why we have the equation the square of x plus h and minus 3. Now, so again, we follow the formula. Our f of x plus h as the value of x plus h to the second power minus 3, and then we need to subtract f of x, which is quantity x squared minus 3 all over h. Now, so since we have equation like this, what we will do is to get the square of the first, which is x squared, and then twice the product of first and the last, which is 2hx, and then the product or the square of the last term, which is h squared, and then subtract 3, distribute the sign. Since this is negative, this will become negative x squared. Since this is negative and this is negative, this will becomes positive 3. Now, combine the like terms. So as we can see, meron tayo, we have like terms, x to the second power minus x to the second power is cancelled out. Next is 3 and negative 3. The remaining are 2hx plus h squared all over h. And as we can see, we have common factor, which is h. That's why remaining are 2x and plus h all over h. Then h divided by h is cancelled out. The answer is 2x plus h. Let us now proceed with our next example. F of x is equals to x minus 1 all over 2. So what are we gonna do if it is a fraction? So the steps are still the same. What we will do is just to substitute again the value of x to x plus h. That's why we have the new equation f of x plus h is equals to x plus h minus 1 all over 2. And then we follow the procedures. So what are the procedures that we need to undertake? So all we need to do is just to substitute the value of f of x plus h, which is equals to x plus h minus 1 all over 2, and then minus f of x, which is equals to x minus 1 all over 2, then divide it by h. So divide by h. To solve this equation easily, what you will do is to get the LCD of the numerator and then multiply it to the numerator and the denominator. So what is the LCD? So we have 2. Therefore, we multiply 2 to our numerator and then multiply also to our denominator. Now, what will happen? This will cancel out the denominator on our numerator. Okay? So, with this one, 2 times this equation. Therefore, our 2 will be cancelled out. X plus h minus 1 will remain. And then, minus 2 multiplied to our second equation. 2 will be cancelled out. x minus 1 will remain. All over h times 2 is equals to 2h. Now, we are gonna simplify, but first we need to distribute the negative. So this will become x plus h minus 1 minus, because we need to distribute the negative sign, x, and then minus, it becomes positive 1. And then combine like terms. So as we can see, we can cancel out this one, x and negative x, negative 1 and positive 1. Therefore, it will become h all over 2h. Now, can we divide h to 2h? Yes, we can cancel out. H divided by h is equals to 1 all over 2. Therefore, the answer is 1/2. The function f of x is equals to square root of x. The first thing that we need to do is to evaluate the f of x plus h of the function. So the first thing that we need to do is to substitute the value of x into x plus h. That is why we have square root of x plus h. And then after that, we follow the formula. So what is the formula? So this is the formula that we need to follow. The first is the f of x plus h, which is equals to square root of x plus h. And then we subtract it by square root of x. After we subtract it to f of x, we need to divide it by h. Now, for us to solve this one, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator to square root of x plus h plus square root of x all over square root of x plus h plus square root of x. This will cancel out the radicals on our numerator. So let us try. Square root of x plus h times square root of x plus h is equals to x plus h, because it cancelled out the radical. Next, square root of x plus h times square root of x, the answer is square root of x times the square root of x plus h. And then what we are gonna do is to multiply negative square root of x to square root of x plus h. So the answer will be negative square root of x times square root of x plus h. And then you multiply the last part, the last and the last, or the negative square root of x multiplied by square root of x, the answer is negative x, because if you multiply square root of x times square root of x, the answer is x. And then since this is negative, this one is positive, the answer is negative x. And then now let's proceed with the denominator. H multiplied by square root of x plus h plus square root of x plus h. Then afterwards, what we will do is to cancel out the common terms. As we can see, we have x and negative x. At the same time, we have square root of x times square root of x plus h and minus square root of x times square root of x plus h. Therefore, h will remain all over h times square root of x plus h plus square root of x. So as we can see, we can cancel out h. Therefore, h divided by h, the answer is equals to 1 all over square root of x plus h plus square root of x. So therefore, that is your answer.